What is up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about maximal protein and protein per meal, protein timing, and best practices for making sure you get the right amount of protein in each meal that you eat. So, if you know anything about nutrition, you would know you want to eat, for muscle building, you'd want to eat around 3 to 5 meals per day with high protein, with your protein spread out throughout the day to maximize muscle protein synthesis. Now, basically, what this means is, muscle building in the body comes down to a few different things. And the main thing it comes down to is you want your overall protein synthesis levels throughout the day to be higher than the protein breakdown, muscle protein breakdown throughout the day. And if it's higher, you're going to build net muscle. You're going to build more muscle than you break down, and thus you're going to end up with more muscle eventually. So eating these high protein meals spread out throughout the day is going to maximize protein synthesis. This is not to say that you can't build muscle eating once a day. If you eat once a day, high protein, you're still going to build plenty of muscle, especially if you're weight training hard and everything. But you're going to build more muscle, and it's going to be more optimal if you spread out your meals and have, let's say you have 200 grams of protein. One case scenario, you eat it in one meal a day. The other case scenario, you eat it in separate, let's say 4 meals per day, each with 50 grams of protein. You're going to build more muscle with the 4 meals a day, 50 grams of protein in each meal. And there's a few reasons for that. The first reason is that your body has basically a maximum amount of protein that you can kind of store and use per meal. We all know with carbs, there's like the storage of the glycogen in your muscles and stuff, and in your liver that you can store glycogen. Carbs is glycogen. Fat, obviously, body fat. You can store pretty much unlimited amounts of that. But for protein, there's not really a storage mechanism in your body for where you can store extra protein to use for later, other than like your muscles. But like that's just obviously you're not trying to break down muscles to build more muscles. So basically, what you need to know here is that from the research that they've done and what I've read up on and some of the videos I've been watching lately say that you basically need at least 20 grams of protein to stimulate this protein synthesis, and all the way up from 20 all the way up to about 40 or 50 grams of protein in per meal. If you eat less than 20 grams, let's say you eat like 12 grams or something, most of it will just be using glyconeogenesis. It'll turn into glycogen, and it'll just be used as like carbs basically would, and just supply your body with energy. If you eat more than 50 grams, your body will use all that 50 grams that you consume, but anything over that amount, so let's say you had 70 grams, that extra 20 grams over the 50 grams would be used in the process of glyconeogenesis, processed into glycogen, processed into carbs, basically. Not quite, but used as the same thing as carbs would be as energy. So basically what you need to know is every meal, if you're trying to optimize muscle growth, eat like 20 to 50 grams of protein and you should be good. Obviously, it depends on your overall protein intake for the day, your size, your weight, your muscles, everything, individual genetic factors, but I think as a general rule, 20 to 50 grams. So like 30 grams would be good. You eat 5 meals a day, 30 grams in each, that's 150 grams of protein. That's about how much protein I consume per day on average, probably. So that would be like, for an example, what I would do, but so yeah, that's a good example. And then obviously before bed, having like a casein protein or a slower digesting protein where the amino acids are leaching into your bloodstream for like 6-8 hours. That's obviously going to be better than like a fast digesting protein like whey. So that's going to be better. Let's see what else. Also, at least half your protein for the day should be high quality proteins. So there's like the protein scale of foods, which ones are higher and lower. A lot of the vegan sources of protein or like vegetable protein is less higher on the quality, and stuff like egg protein is higher on the level of quality of the protein. So as long as at least half of your protein intake is the higher quality, you're going to be good. Protein intake is not going to be a worry for you. And optimal amounts for total amounts for throughout the day. The studies have shown 1.6 grams per kilogram is a body weight is actually enough, but if you're looking to like cover the total bell curve and cover everyone, it's like 1.8 grams per kilogram, and you could do like 2 grams, just a easy number to remember and round off it. 2 grams per kilogram, so you're 70 kilograms, that's 140 grams of protein a day. Easy number to remember, which is like 0.8, 0.9 grams per pound for you guys using pounds. Easy way to remember, 0.9 grams per pound. So you actually need slightly less protein than a gram per pound. You can eat that much if you want, but you don't have to in order to build muscle, so don't think that you do. But if you want to because you like the taste of extra protein, or you just like how it satiates you, then have that much protein if you want. But in terms of muscle growth, it most likely will not give you any extra benefit. Then talking about individual amino acids, obviously, if you know anything a lot about nutrition, you know leucine is the amino acid that stimulates protein synthesis the most. So yeah, but like if you're consuming high quality proteins, you don't really got to worry about it. If you're consuming lots of proteins throughout your day, you don't got to worry about it. Like whey protein powder, a lot of people consider it so good because it's high in leucine, which is true. It's good quality protein, but don't like worry about all the individual amino acids. Track your diet if you want in Cronometer, and it'll show you all the individual amino acids of the protein you're eating. And as long as you're getting a good amount of each, you're gonna be good. Next up, people think like the anabolic window, like as soon as they finish a workout within like 30 minutes, they need to eat protein or whatever. This actually isn't true. Now, what I should say is you should try and sandwich your high protein meals somewhat close to your workout. I would say within 6 hours of your workout. So if you have a pre-workout meal, let's say an hour before your workout, it has like 30 grams of protein, 40 grams of protein, whatever. And then you go work out, and then let's say 2 hours later you have your post-workout meal. That's going to be good. You could even have it 3 hours later. But what you don't want to do is like have your pre-workout meal, or maybe not even have a pre-workout meal. You've been fasting all day at work. You had breakfast, let's say, which was high protein meal, but then you worked all day for 8 hours, and then you went to the gym, worked out, and then let's say you don't eat all the way till right before you go to bed, and you have like a little protein bar or whatever, and then you go to bed because you're intermittent fasting and you're eating all your calories in the morning. That's not going to be very optimal for muscle growth. You still probably build muscle, especially as a newbie. But if you're putting all this work in, guys, you want to get optimal results. And that's what these videos are for. These videos are for the people that are putting in the time. They want the results. They want to know all the stuff that's going to get them the results, and in practical ways. So that's who these videos are for. Another very commonly asked question I've seen is protein bad for your kidneys? And I would say generally, based on what I've researched, no, it's not. If you have like not very good kidney health and your doctor is telling you like try and stay away from high protein foods, then yeah, maybe you reduce your protein intake slightly. But if you're just the normal average person, you can handle, your kidneys are in good health, you're in good health, you can eat pretty much as much protein as you want. However, I would say this: each macro, carbs, fat, and protein, are gonna have amazing benefits for the human body, but it's and for your performance. But the thing is, each macro has a certain amount of calories. Carbs have 4, protein has 4, fats have 9. If you consume way too much protein and it ends up being way too many calories, then you're going to have to reduce one of your other macros. So if you reduce carbs, you're going to probably reduce your performance in the gym. You're going to reduce recovery because carbs are amazing for recovery, amazing for sleep, getting into deep sleep. And you're also going to reduce probably your quality of life because, I mean, carbs are amazing. Who doesn't love going and eating pizza and eating all those high carb, delicious foods that we love? Popcorn, fat-free popcorn, I love. High in carbs, but it's filling. It's amazing for fat loss because it's filling. You get to eat a lot. It's low in calories, even though it's high in carbs. And like fats too, they're beneficial. You need them for hormone production, hormone balancing. They're fairly satiating because they're slower digesting, and obviously certain vitamins, you need fats to absorb those vitamins, fat soluble vitamins. So each macro is fairly important. Protein and fats are the only essential ones, so technically you don't need carbs, but I would say if you're an athlete, you're trying to be strong, perform well, feel good, think well, be productive in the world, you're going to want carbs. If you're just saying based on survival, yes, essentially, technically, you only need protein and fats to survive. But like you're not trying to survive, you're trying to perform well. So eat some damn carbs. Unless you're like the rare 1 in 1,000 person that actually finds they perform better on keto, then maybe do keto. But yeah, for most of us, eat carbs. You're gonna perform better. Also, so yeah, what you want is you want to eat the minimum of each macro. So you hit your minimum fats, let's say it's 50 grams of fat, and then you fill minimum protein, 150 grams of protein, let's say, and then you get the rest of your calories from carbs. Don't go over your calories. You're not going to gain weight. You're going to be healthy weight. That's what you want to do. That's how you're going to build muscle. It's going to be awesome, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe for more practical advice for the gym, for nutrition, for everything. Again, this is for people that want to take their physiques to the next level. This is for people that want the science, but in an easy, practical way. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and peace out, guys.